It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Last season, the Cavs did not have the best record in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks did, but Cleveland did come out of the East and go to the NBA Finals. Shaq, as long as LeBron is there with this roster, how much pressure do they have to make the finals every year?
Well, LeBron said it himself. He's the best player on the planet. They have to be one of the favorites as long as they keep that roster intact, and they have to stay injury-free, Ernie.
Do you think the best player on the planet has to let people know he's the best player on the planet? I knew he was the best player. You don't have to tell us that.
Well, maybe somebody who's not on this planet.
But how many people are not going to...
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. So Cleveland will get the first possession. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Thompson is the 2 with Barnes at the 3. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the point guard. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. A 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Inside, James. That falls. Great assist by Love.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, a moment ago, Steve Kerr and I were able to chat. There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
And thank you, Doris. Cavs didn't start the season as a team built around the 3, but they would end it that way.
Yeah, and after the trade for Smith and Shumpert, it changed their dynamic. All of a sudden, they can do a lot of damage from beyond the arc.
And here's Smith following Draymond Green's 3. Love, no luck. And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Barnes, finished off the break. Barnes has got his first points of the night.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And you know, for the Cavs, they ended up in the top 5 in made threes per game, but they actually led the NBA in made threes per game after the trade.
From deep, James. Great D that time from Green. Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got his first 2 points.
And last season, the Cavs would shatter all sorts of franchise records in the 3 department. I mean, it makes sense to have that many shooters on your roster when LeBron opens up so much in terms of floor space.
Fellas, that 2-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Thompson misses.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Golden State, Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. Here's Curry. Spates sets a screen. 1 second left. And the basket by Curry.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Festus Ezekiyel, Leandro Barbosa, Sean Livingston.
Here's Livingston. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Livingston is out there with Barbosa. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Maurice Spates. And it's Ezeli in at the 5 down low. Barbosa gets the bucket.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
The Cavaliers trail by 6.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
For the Cavaliers, Kevin Love's checked in for Mozgov, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for James. Golden State also making some changes. Rush comes in for Maurice Spates, and Ian Clark subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. Here is Livingston. Here's the screen to the paint. Ezeli gets the bucket. Ezeli's got his first basket of the night.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
The offensive rebound. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Kevin Love.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
And he gets it to go.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. With the shot. Again, Love missing. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Shumpert. Different look here for the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for Festus Ezeli. Draymond Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. Thompson, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
Scooped up. Pass to Rush. Bogut kicks to Thompson. Outside Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 7 points for Steph Curry.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
Three-pointer, Dellavedova. That's good. Dellavedova's got 6. Warriors leading by 7. And here's Thompson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Green, the screen. Curry attacking. Again, Curry missing.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Warriors ahead